Let me tell you about this project that we have coming up. So I guess I'll talk about it the further along we go. I created this template and cut it out with scissors. I just drew it on regular paper. I had a small block of foam that I squared off. Say, hey, baby girl. So I just drew the template on both sides, and obviously you see me cutting it with the hot wire table. Okay, so now we have the moment of truth. Let's see if this turned out the way I need it to. I'm a little nervous. I don't know what to even grab. Okay, maybe this piece right here in the middle. Okay, I got what I was looking for. This is gonna be tough. This is going to be super duper tough. OMG, I can't believe I accepted this. And the Academy Award goes to me. Yeah, all right. So this is what I carved out with a super dull knife. I have to buy some new blades just to make sure that it don't come out crummy. We purchased this foam block that measures 4 feet by 3 feet by 16 feet. You can see the template. We just blew it up to 6 feet tall. With these new videos, I wanted you all to see how it is in the day in the life of being at the Prophouse. The good, the bad, and the ugly.
Probably like to get two of them this way. So this side for the side profile, and then this would be the front profile. Probably put that down too. So I think he's 15, so we can go 16.
I'm trying to go a little bit bigger.
That's it.
You said he is 16?
He's 15, so
So maybe like 16 and a half, just to make sure we don't pay you.
But that's him.
See, that's too much.
He's not on the edge, so he already an inch off the edge from here.
Well, see, playing too much fire right there. So I say 16 and a half.
Hey.
Right there. And then that's just giving us that leeway.
Okay. 16 and a half. Put that like that. Alright. 16 and a half
That's
is.
more than enough leeway. Okay, baby.
Alright. Let me knock that down there.
I don't think we got a camera. Go back. Yeah.
That's two more. That's what's left over after that.
Well, that's still a line. I can always do something with it. You'll draw those lines from the top of the foam block to the very bottom of the foam block. Flip it over. No cry no more. And do the same thing to the other side. So our discussion was about the placement of the template so that we may have as much foam left as possible. And now we are preparing to cut where he drew those dots at. Nice and steady. We try to keep it even, but that don't always happen. The other side. And here is the first half. The part that was left over, the big part that was left over, and the other half. We're gonna split down the middle that way. So he's finding the center of the foam block so that we can properly cut it down the middle so that each man has his own individual block. Oh yeah, that mark count. He's gonna flip it over and do the same thing to the other side.
And you always want to make sure these humps are on the outside, not the inside. these foam tips, you don't want to twist these tight down here because if your foam is the size of this will be in your way. So you turn this up to get as much room as you can. So tighten it up, let this pull together. It's best to do these by hand, not with a drill, because you can strip them once they get tight like this. Otherwise you can drill and let it raise on. No, not right.
You can definitely see how big this hot wire cutter is. This is a 4x4, and I can post a link where I got it from. And we are just cutting the block that you saw us cut previously down the middle. So once again, this will put 2 Oscar men on there. And he's doing it all again. You can see me in the back. I placed 1 Oscar man on the block. So this part is pretty self-explanatory. It's the same as the beginning where all I did was trace the template onto the foam. Flip it on its side. And take the other template. And we're going to trace it and prepare to cut. This is the hot wire table. Not sure if you can see the line all the way back there as we're cutting. This thing is difficult to cut by yourself, so you definitely have to have somebody with you. Now he's putting in these dowels because it starts to get loose as you cut it. So you want to make sure that you don't put the dowels somewhere the hot wire will actually cut it. Otherwise, you're not going through, the hot wire is not going through that wood. You won't be able to cut your phone. I ain't gonna redo it. The wire ended up popping on the hot wire table, and I ended up having to order some more wire. I think my husband lost it. Could have been me, but I'm gonna blame him. So that added about 2 or 3 extra days to the job because of how long it took Amazon to deliver it. Foam isn't something that can be rushed, and that definitely added time. Pretty tough. We're gonna pop it. I was getting so mad. It's like teamwork, trying to make sure that we push and pull at the same time. One person isn't going over too far. It's a lot. But we got through it. 4 of them. Can you spot the knot? Which one does not belong? Now I'm just really feeling the carve. I'm really into it. I'm really excited. Little did I know what I had ahead of me. My husband looking at me crazy. The neighbors are looking at me crazy. I was excited. So get ready for part 2. Follow and stay tuned.